Hello? It's me, the guy. We're at the very end of this game. This could be an incredibly short stream. All going well. We're on chapter... I think this is chapter 5? I think so anyway. I've heard that you can beat the game in about half an hour from this point. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. On the map, there's a yellow wall here. Ah, there is a yellow wall here. It's like around this part. I guess this is a way you can get back down. Alright, let's go around the way that you're supposed to go. Or the way I think you're supposed to go, because the game doesn't really tell you. We can try use our roar in a little bit and see if the roar shows us where to go. I don't want to start the stream by complaining about stuff in the game, but the roar that's supposed to show you where to go doesn't really work very often. Oh, it does! It's working this time. There's also something up here, whatever this is. Is this a secret? I could hear a secret noise. This is like a secret tunnel, I guess. At the end of this, maybe there's a item or... Oh my god! Alright, I think I meant to jump that. Let's use our monkey jump and get all the way up here. I want to admit one thing. Last night I wanted to see how much more of the game I had to play, so I looked up to see if anybody had any videos about it. And it turns out that I have only this chapter, and then you fight Gaw, the big dinosaur. And when I clicked on the video to see, like, you know, if I was really in that correct place, it showed the character the person was playing as was a white monkey and didn't have the kind of bluey like dark blue skin. So I don't know if there's like unlockable Kong skins, because there wasn't any mods for the game. There was no mods. So that's an interesting one. Really interesting to me anyway. Like in a game that basically fails at having some of the really basic things work, to have extra skins, it just seems out of place. Here's an example. If I fight this thing... Oh god. They keep stunning me. Let me grab you. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna die. There we go. If I grab them when they're near a wall, I jump into the wall. That's what I was wanting to show, but I can't do it because they were stun locking me. Stun locked. There's a collectible there. That's what we want. Maybe I can do it on this guy. Oh my god. Nope. Oh. That one doesn't have a jump animation. I guess it's just the spiders. Okay, let's grab this collectible. Giant skull. I want to have a look at it. I haven't really been looking at the... These are the same model. Well, kinda. Alright. So we know where we're trying to go. We're trying to go into the big... Oh, we're trying to go into that. Yeah, so the game's telling me to go down here. I'm overlooking the Moaning Valley little ledge. I think if I jump down here and continue around to my right, that's the way the game wants me to go. But I've just gotten here through like a secret passage instead of going the real way. Cool, cool. See, this enemy's on low health. I think he got hit by the flower, maybe. So I don't even need to fight him. That's happened a couple of times. We've also caught some of the enemies fighting each other. Which, maybe it's intentional, right? Maybe it's intentional that the different species want to fight each other. That dinosaur just stood right up after I killed it. It's pummeled him into the ground. Oh my god. I keep coughing. I keep having to mute the mic. Alright. We're moving on, moving on. Do these do damage? No. Oh, I can check to see if my club abilities come back yet. No! It must be for this part of the game you just can't use the club. That's an interesting one. Because you would think that the club, or the stalagmite club thing would be the same all the way through the game, and you just like drop it in and it would work the same everywhere. But in this part of the game it just doesn't work. It doesn't let you use it. That's a shame, because it actually was a really strong tool. It was doing about the same as maybe even 2.5 or 3 basic attacks. Where am I going here? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Huh. But I dropped down. I dropped down here. And I turned to the... Oh, I turned to the right. I should have went to the left. Oh no. No big deal. The map is confusing, right? It's part of the game. Oh! There's not a way through down here. You gotta go back up. If I go this way, this is back to the entrance. This is where we came in. Yeah. It was yesterday, you know. I forget things. It's no big deal. Hey, it means we've got more Monkey Kong game to play, right? That's a good thing. That's a lie. I don't remember doing this, though. I don't remember doing this big vine area. Instead of climbing like this, I'm just doing the jump. I think it's stronger. I think it's like way quicker. That was the other thing. The game kept removing my dash ability. And I had to save and reload to get it back. I'm not really sure why it was disappearing. Maybe I was using it too much. Maybe I was using it too much and then the game was like, chill. I'm gonna look at my map again real quick. Yeah, right, we're going the right way. Because we dropped down from up there. We dropped down from this cave or behind this. Don't mind me, dinosaurs, just passing through. So the way the game works, there's no point in killing all these enemies. You don't get anything for it. If they make it difficult to get through an area, you might have to kill them. Like the spiders were doing that by rooting me in place. But otherwise, there's no point. Only if the game like plays a cutscene and tells you to kill them, then it's worth killing them. Because you get skill points. There's dinosaurs fighting each other again. This feels a bit ominous. Destroy all the nests. Easy peasy. Hold on, I'm drinking water. Hold on. That's an interesting one as well. His sparkle. The sparkle shows up when you're meant to use what they call a shoulder check on enemies. His sparkle disappeared and I was still able to get the stun on him. Some of the other enemies, particularly the crab boss, were really unforgiving. You had to stun it while the flash was still there. If you were too early or too late, it completely wrecked you. assuming the nests are high up, right? Like, it showed me them, but obviously there's no context if you haven't been to the area before. Yeah, one's over there. There was 3, right? I think. Guess we'll find out. That was it. There was 2. Check my map real quick, make sure I'm going the right way. And I would say I am. There might be a little thing to the right to fight or do something with. This is interesting. We haven't seen this stone circle before. There's a lot of little buildings here. Haven't seen this. See if the club works. Nope. Can't do anything with the club. If you hold right trigger to pick up the club, and then you press square, which is the X button, because it like remaps it to an Xbox controller. And you're meant to be able to swing the club as long as you're holding down right trigger, which means you can't run. But it's not working. Not doing what it's supposed to. Ooh, this is an interesting one. It's a wall that opens up a shortcut. Is there vines to get up here? There's a climbing thing. Ah, we could have got up here before. Been a little bit quicker. And then here's what you're supposed to do in the spider cave. You're supposed to jump on this and break it. But I was able to jump on these without breaking it and just fall through. And there's no way back up that way. We're locked in now. More models. These big spiderweb donut holes. Nice. Looks like a looks like a Krispy Kreme. I don't know what these are meant to be. They look like elephant trunks. Kind of like coral, right? Or like those bird's nests that you get. Those like tunnel looking bird's nests. I don't know. We're on Skull Island. There's a lot of weird flora and fauna. For as much as I did complain about the map being pretty useless, once you get back to that logic of playing like a PlayStation 1 or 2 game, where you just have to go in the direction that the map is telling you to go, because the maps are fairly linear, despite having that Metroidvania element where you're supposed to be able to smash through the walls and the ground to open shortcuts. It is pretty straightforward. You just go in the direction that you can't go. And any little, like, dead ends you see on the map, I don't think they're there to trick you into going down a dead end. I think they're there just to show that you could get some skill points. The one bad thing I would say about the Metroidvania walls is the walls seem to reappear after you've broken them. It hasn't really been a problem, but like if I come back here, that wall's not going to be broken anymore. Ooh, we can melee the plants again. Yesterday, our ability to melee those plants was taken away for some reason. Looks like the right side is a dead end. Probably more skill points. I haven't even spent skill points, by the way, in a long time. I have 29. The way skill points work is the first one in a tree is 5, then it's 10, then it's 15, and you can only take one path. So top, middle, or bottom. And then you can always get the end one. But after this tree, right, with the lifesteal and then Kong has more hit points, I don't think it was worth upgrading anything else. Yeah, like pulls enemies close on landing, you're not going to use that. I guess that's worthwhile. This is worth it. More primal rage meter. We might need that. These, I don't know. We'll take it, but I don't really feel like it's worth anything. If we get a couple of skill points here, I can get the second tier of that. Like, look, there's a wall up there to my right. So that leads through from the barren lands, which we haven't been to yet. Huh. Can I get to the Barren Lands from here? I think I can. I think I actually can. I don't think I'm gonna bother, though. Like, it looks like there's no... Yeah, it looks like there's nothing here. Maybe through here there's a... They call it Ascension events, right? What do they call it on the map? Yeah, Ascension events. Basically, level up areas. Kill the enemies, or destroy the nests, and then level up. Now, why would I want to get up to the top of this? To get to the Barren Lands that way? You know what? I've kind of lost track of where the skull is. Where, like, the Big Skull Island skull is. Let's do the Barren Lands. If I go up this way, I could loop around to the right this way, and then get to this big area, and then out here, and then cross across to the wastes, which is where I think I'm supposed to go for the story. Why not? Let's do it. You get an achievement for exploring the areas, and I got an achievement that says explore all of chapter 4. I don't actually think I explored everything. I don't think I got every collectible, at least. And yeah. So it's behind me that I want to go. I want to go behind where I am right now. See if we can just go up. Oh. I'm getting so used to the jank controls that I'm actually able to play the game properly. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I don't think I could get up anywhere from here. Oh. So this should take me where I want to go. Grommeldunk pointed out yesterday that the jump beam looks like it's made out of piss, and I can't unsee it. It does look like a piss beam. It's like I'm peeing. Let me do my roar and just see if it tells me where to go. Yep, the roar's not telling me where to go. Which probably means I'm nowhere near where I'm supposed to be. I think the roar animations, there's very few of them, and they obviously care about where you are. But I think they're just really bad. Like, if I roar here... Ah! But if I move back all... Oh, there's one up there as well. So am I meant to go back or meant to go forward, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, the way I described it is... Alright, now it's not showing the ones back, but it's showing the ones forward. The way I described it is, if you were to go into your house, and your mission was to get to, like, the train station, and you roared, it would show the back door and the front door as being the way you could go. I think that's how it does it. Like, it goes, you could go this way, but you could also go this way. Those guys are fighting each other, that's fine. You can just have a nice fight. Yesterday when Turtle told me to talk about the positives of this game, I genuinely can't think of anything. I wanted to say the controls were actually okay, like they weren't terrible, but every single time that a move stops working, you reload the game and it starts working again, and it's kind of annoying. So, I can't say the controls are great. I can't grab that now and hit enemies with it, which is a problem. This is a tough fight. I think I'm gonna have to, like, jump over this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to struggle with this, so let's get the fuck out of here. I would say I like the environments. I think they're okay. They're not bad. They're not, like, insurmountable. But then, I've also been stuck in the terrain like 5 times and had to save and reload. Whatever the save and reload feature does is just magic. I think I'm gonna write a Steam review for this game, and I'm gonna mention that save and reload thing just being an absolute godsend. No health, save and reload next to a health flower, and it'll respawn. Your controls bug out, save and reload. Get stuck in the map, save and reload. Right, where are we going now? To the left is maybe an ascension event up here, so we're gonna do that. There's an achievement for not using any skills against Gaw. And that's a weird one for me, because I don't really understand. What is my monkey meter doing? Wow. That monkey meter is so silly. The orange meter there, it was like slowly filling up, and then it eventually just like boosted itself up. Oh, do I want to do this? This could fuck me. I'm gonna save up here. I'm gonna save here, so I don't like glitch through the map. Ah, you can get back out. Oh, hold up. I think this leads back down to the spider cave. I think it does. Does it? Back to the dark jungle. This is interesting. This is interesting. The dark jungle, by the way, being the most well-lit place in the entire map. Having just a dead end for no reason there, great. There's no way back up here if I go down. Yeah, let's not bother with that. Let's go back. I could just reload the save, but I want to see if the backtracking actually works. Oh, wow, look at that random plane. Do you see that? There's a random rock texture just like there for no reason. I shouldn't say no reason. It's probably there for a reason. Huh? Oh no. I think that's meant to be a load screen because it's foggy and it's not taking me to the other place. Alright, let's reload. That's 2 minutes ago. It should be the right save. See? I think that was meant to take me there. Where are we going then? We're going to the left. And it looks like I kind of want to be up on top of everything on the left, right? I want to go that way. I don't want to go down in the tunnel. Is jumping as fast as running? No, right? Jumping's probably a little bit slower than dashing. And then running... I don't know. I gotta watch the speedrun for this game. I really do. Like, apparently you could beat the entire game in half an hour. But then the walkthroughs also show that each chapter is half an hour, where I spent a lot longer than half an hour. Whoa, this is the biggest area we've been in, apart from that swamp, but even then, I think maybe this is bigger. Whoa. This is a cool area. See, this is what I mean. Look at these, like, chiseled stones. Those carvings would have to be gigantic. To carve those swirls into those rocks when they're bigger than King Kong. You know what I could actually do? Oh wow, there's a thing. Collectible. An old wagon? What the f... They had old wagons? Huntsman Fang. That looks... yeah, okay. I like how bowl of food has no food in it. That's one of my favorites. A healer set. This is pretty detailed. Kong statue, warrior set, old wagon. That's a wagon wheel. The Great Wall required years of work by the civilization to finally be completed. It's a huge rock structure capable of stopping an entire group of death runners, and as such, its construction was not easy. It is said that the Tagatus spent all those years wandering the island in search for materials, hauling them with heavy wagons, even amidst the stalking of the beasts. Alright. We're gonna do something here. We're gonna do some testing. I am gonna run from here all the way over there And we're going to see how long it takes, and we're going to work out which is faster. Alright, I set off at 26:10. And we're going to touch the wall. Take us like 2 minutes to try this. I really want to know. Hopefully enemies don't interrupt me. Alright, 26:10 to here. It's 30 seconds. If I dash... Alright, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna dash. That was 30 seconds. Now we're doing, from 26:50. I think dashing's way faster. That's 20 seconds? That was 24 seconds. It's 6 seconds faster for every 30 seconds. So 12 seconds in every minute. I'm gonna do jumping next. I don't even know why I'm trying this. Alright. It was a slow start, but I'm gonna say that was 26:30 when I started. That's 15 seconds past. Oh, so jumping is the same as running, but dashing is faster. Dashing is 12 seconds for every minute faster. So how would that work out? 20% faster to dash than to run? That seems crazy. There's no combination you could do, right? Nah, there's no combination. I thought maybe I could like dash and jump. Okay. I am definitely up here. I could go left or I can go right. I think I want to go right. I think I want to go up on those things, right? Correct? I wonder who did the noises for the monkeys. Like who did the whoo? Or is it like digital? Is it synthesized voice? I don't know how to get up here. How do I get up there? To get up there I need to be over there. Is there a way up from over there? I either go around the left and then up, right? Or I go around to the right and then up. I don't even know if I can just make these jumps. We'll try it this way. I was bricking myself in case I fell down there. I was really panicked. Oh my god. Oh, shit. We're supposed to be going to that big skull, right? There's no way that that's not the end of the level. Yeah, so we just jump down here. We're now in the wastes, I believe. There's nothing under there. This feels like in Dark Souls when you're you know, underneath, oh, I'm forgetting the name of it. When there's the big tree and all the when there's the big tree. Remember the big tree? And you're climbing on the branches in the ruins near the lava. That area. Completely forgot the name of it. Not Lost Isolith, right? No, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, let's go to the left. Oh, there's nothing to the right. I thought there was like more of a cul-de-sac? A little area? I wonder how difficult the end boss is. It does say that there's an achievement for defeating it without using special powers. And I think special powers in this case... Let's go to the left, because it looks like that's an exploration area. Yeah, look, there's a little barricade to break. There might be some skill points here. Oh, no. You know what? We're not doing this. We're not. If I fucking fall, I am gonna be mad. That guy just despawned. Going the right way now? We are. It's funny that like the minute and a half that I spent testing, I'm gonna need to dash for like 6 minutes to make up for that minute and a half that I wasted testing it. Oh no. The speedrun probably looks like this, unless they have some other crazy movement tech. I really think they have, though. I think they've got some type of wrong warp, or some type of death warp, or some type of, like, out-of-bounds glitch. I can't see how they could have such a... Half hour is crazy to beat this game. This game that I've been playing for close to, what, 7 hours? And they do it in a half hour? That seems wild. They really didn't do a good job at like making it rewarding to fight enemies though. That's a crazy one. It's like the enemies are just an afterthought. Like why would I bother fighting them if I get no reward at all? And it's not fun to fight them obviously. It's just like the same. Normally they have like free moves. And you just have to like fight them over and over and over. I'm constantly looking at the map. It's probably really annoying to watch me look at the map all the time. But when we were in the caves underground, there was a part where I went down in elevation and I kept moving and moving and moving and thought I was going the right way, and I wasn't. I was going the complete wrong way. And then when I checked the map, I was on a part of the map that wasn't even drawn. Like, I was way out to the northwest, and there was literally nothing drawn in the map. What the fuck is this? The hell? No! Oh, ooh. Okay, okay. Oh, fuck. Fuck. I don't want to save and load, because if I save and load... I might just be back in here. Oh, shit. Alright, there's a save at 45 and there's a save at 49. Let's go with the 49. Yeah, okay, good, good, good. That was my fault. I didn't take my time. I'll let the devs away with that one. What is this weird edge? It looks hand chiseled. Is this the wall that the Tagatu made? Where am I? Oh, yeah. These markers on the map that look like houses. I think they're meant to be caves. But they are just really confusing. I don't get it. Woo! Fight and clear the zone. They're moving fast. They're moving really fast. You know, it said that there was a skill point to make the Primal Rage last longer. It is definitely working. It's way more of a meter. It goes up the more you hit enemies, but it does drain if you do finishers. I am noticing, though, it is way better. Like, it's still going. Stupid ragdoll's so bad when you get grabbed by the crab. I'm trying to do a lifesteal, as the game puts it. Nice. Ooh. That's a lot of skill points. What did I want? Stun lasts longer? No, I wanted something else. I wanted this. Easier to land a hyper smash, and often you can do a lifesteal to your enemies. Often you can do a lifesteal. This one, max damage up 50% would be kind of crazy. Wait. It shows... Alright. Each of these trees is one of the skills. So this is the headbutt attack, right? See how he like does the headbutt? Max damage up. Oh! When it says for both, it means for the pressing Y and holding it. It does mean that. I thought it meant for a short hold and a long hold. Ah, so now I have a heal on my heavy attack. Ah, and then it's the hold that gets the max damage up. So this attack is now stronger too. I think it actually has a different animation. Does it have a different animation? We could test. No, it's the same. But it's easier to land, which I think means a bigger hitbox. I think that means a bigger hitbox. It's got to mean something. Let's go over here to the right. It looks like this little area does something. It goes somewhere. It kind of looks like it would be a map boundary, though. Ah, I'm gonna save. Because there's a chance this could take me into the cave. Into the cave of the spiders. Where the hell am I? No. We're back here? Yeah, nah. And it's not even like a hidden thing. Could we have ran all the way to the end of the... No. Could we have went straight from the crab bog? I guess you wouldn't have the jump. You wouldn't have that jump ability. But could we have went from the crab bog basically to the end of the game? I really need to see the speedrun. I think that's what I'm going to do after the stream. It's not like it'll take a long time to watch it. It's like super quick. Alright, we're going up there, over there, and around. I hope the commentator explains what he's doing in the video. You find that like on the world record videos, people don't explain what they're doing because they're locked in and they've been doing it so long. It's very rare to find a good commentary on a world record video. Unless it's like close to the world record and it's at an event like AGDQ or SGDQ. This part of the platforming is actually pretty fun. It's actually pretty fun. I'm enjoying this part of the platforming. It feels more laid out and structured. It doesn't feel as thrown together. And the smooth curves and ramps are easier to Kong on than the ledges and rocks. The ledges and rocks tend to bump you off quite a lot, and it's not fun. It doesn't feel fair. It does not feel fair. Nice. Oh, I've lost my dash ability again. This happens though, right? This is a thing that happens. We are going to our right. We want to go to the right, but there's no way to go to the right, so we're gonna have to go to the left. Yeah, I've lost my dash. Which is kind of shit, because then in combat you can't stun certain enemies. Is this meant to be the wind going through those pipes? That's surprisingly cool. Oh, wow. I am miles away. There's an area called the graveyard, and it's below me, or like to the west. And below me, I think. Because I'm high up, right? Like, I haven't dropped down at any point. Is this the graveyard? There's bones. I'm assuming this is the graveyard. I'm gonna reload a save just to try and get my dash back. So we're either going left or right here, and I think left is a shortcut. Kind of not showing us. Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Alright, let's get moving. Wow. Oh fuck. How helpful is that? Not very, right? Like, what the fuck? I got a weapon set and an armor set. I'm gonna go back down. We know where this is, so we can get back to it. It's fine. Let me have a look at the collectibles. Weapon set and armor set, right? That's what I got. There's the armor set. I guess it's like a leg pad? And there's the weapon set. Just double check that I'm going the right place. Yep. It kind of looked like on the map that this just ended in like a cliff edge. But I think it's not. Here we go. Clear and fight and clear the zone. We got dinosaurs to fight. Oh my god, what the fuck? Come on! I'm stun locked here. Do a lifesteal. I didn't try to see if I could lifesteal with just my heavy attack, since I'm meant to have that ability. Oh, you do! My health's going up. New tech unlocked. New tech unlocked. Infinite health. If you were doing that into like 4 enemies, because it's a bigger hitbox and you get lifesteal, I could see that being insane. Oh wow. Is it a portion of damage or is it just per hit? Because if it's a portion of damage, then if I go Primal Rage and use it, I should like heal a lot. Oh, well, I guess we're never going to find out because I have infinite health. Oh. Did it glitch? I think it glitched. Yeah, it's glitched. There's meant to be another enemy to fight and it's not summoning them for whatever reason. I might be too far away from where it spawns in, or the game's just like not registered that I killed the other guy. I got an achievement for something though. These little spawn caves, if you go inside them, that one doesn't let me. But the black sheet, you can go on the other side of it. Yep, we're gonna have to reload. Let's go with this, 21. That should be at the start of this. Yeah, fight and clear the zone. The last time we loaded an area like this, it did work. Yep, this is a great tech. The like locking your fingers and slamming them with the sides of your hands, that's pretty cool. I like it. Maybe I'll try and kill them near the center of the map so that everything in the game is loaded in. Oh, there's an enemy running down that hill. Maybe it ran down the hill last time. Some of the enemies run away from you and I don't know why. Alright, there should be one more little dinosaur behind that rock on my right. I think one of them ran over here. No? Maybe I killed it and it despawned, but I don't think so. There's one. I'm gonna focus the little guys. They seem to disappear the quickest. Right, he's dead. He's dead. Let me use Primal Rage and see if I heal more. I think it's the same. Ah. Maybe it's this guy. Well, that was unexpected. The final enemy's just randomly up there. What a weird game this is. Not enough skill points for that. Is there anything I can take skill points out of? Easier to land. Can I just take that out? Let's take that off and get these extra... yeah, extra damage for the hold ability. I don't really use the hold ability in combat, because it takes too long to charge up. I know there's a perk to make it quicker, but I don't really think it does anything. We looked at it, and it seemed about the same speed. Is this Gar's nest? Oh, this is it. Let me save. Let me save. I know it's going to auto-save, but let me save anyway. Where are we on the map? Ah. Yep, this has got to be it. This has got to be the final level. Ah, there's the skull of his parents. There were no cutscenes that were just still images then, right? Like, they must have changed it at some point. I remember journalists complaining that it was still images. Ga's a woman, right? Ga's a female. And I think that we're playing a male Kong now. Right, what do you have? What's your abilities? Right, I can stun you on that one. Come on, do something. Right. Oh, he stunned me. I shoulder checked him though. That's a big stun. I shoulder checked him when he was flashing and it still did the thing. I can hear a flower. Come here. Oh, I'm not primal raging anymore. That's a big fucking headbutt when you charge it. Oh my god, it's big. Getting stunned though is huge. If you get stunned, oh my god, what a big move. Come on, come here, come here, come here. Oh! Perfect. What a perfect move at the end there. The little stun into the headbutt. Big attack. Big headbutt. Tons of damage. This cutscene is nice. Snaps its neck.
Finally won, but his legacy had just begun. There was a new king, and he was unwilling to abandon his place. Among the defeated bodies and the spilled blood, Kong had been reborn, the king of beasts.
That's it. That's all she wrote. Let's have a look at these credits. I want to see how many people are in these credits. I'm guessing like 20 people. We're at 8 so far. What? 5 animators? A lot of environment art, but there was a lot of environments. I thought the environments were fine. The UI wasn't buggy, so Fernando Castillo Cristi did a good job. He also looks like he's in multiple departments. Some of these are the same people doing 2 jobs. No way there's this many people worked on the game. No. Quality assurance. Those 3 people need to be fired. Alright, that's a small team, but it's bigger than I thought. I think they should have done better. That's bad. How did so many people work on this for like a year? And I can't believe that. Jake Rosen, controller, you didn't do your job right. I had to save and reload in order to press buttons. And the club stopped working after like chapter 2. There's no way this many people. Think about Concerned Ape and Stardew Valley. Based on King Kong by Marion C. Cooper and Skull Island by Joe DeVito. Outsourcing. You outsourced programming and 3D art when you already had an in-house team? What? Misty Lee did everything's voice? Dave Fennoy did Kong's voice. I don't think that's the Patrick Moore that I'm thinking of for the orchestral score. That's not Patrick Moore with the telescopes, and he played the xylophone though. And this is what I said, look, more people worked on the fucking orchestra than worked on the game. That's your problem. That's your problem. You could have went on SoundCloud and just got like a random... I'm kidding. I don't even know what to say to this. There's no way. These people wouldn't fit on a Boeing 747. This is more people than Hamden Park worked on this game. This is a special thanks. So these people don't count. These people just, you know, this is friends and family. Josefa Aguilera Perez, also known as Skelly? My girlfriend Cotty and my mom Esther. Little buddies, Senorita Puo, Napoleon, Blue, Amorsi. Are these dogs? Luna, Lucifer. Yeah, these are dogs. These are dogs. These are people's dogs. Oh my god. What? Wait. How is there... UI navigation copyright. Okay. Mirror animation system. Speed tree 27. Okay. I'm shocked though. This is... I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. The game itself, if it wasn't... Right. Do you say how the game is as like a score, or do you say if it wasn't for all the bugs, it was this? I think the game, if it didn't have all the bugs, would be a 4 out of 10 game. I think if you polish this for like 5 months, not even 5 months, 3 months, with 2 guys working on it, you could make this game a 4 out of 10. But as it stands... Look, there's even a bug in the credits. The credits were off the screen for like 10 seconds. Oh my god. Hold on here, hold on. And it looks like there's no way to change your character model. Let me have a look at the achievements that I didn't get. I'm missing 6 achievements. The achievements I'm missing are explore all of stage 5, defeat Gaul without using special abilities, kill a boss without losing health, and complete all ascension challenges on Skull Island, become the king of Skull Island, and collect all the collectibles on Skull Island. Surprisingly, 5% of players, which is probably 5 players, have collected all collectibles. I'm gonna see if I can beat the boss without using special abilities. I'm gonna hope that just using what would you say is not a special ability? Maybe just hitting him? Stunning can't be a special ability, right? Like if you get stunned. Oh shit. Would the heavy attack be a special ability? I don't think so, right? This is tougher than I thought. This is tougher than I thought. I've already beaten the game. I'm trying to do it without using special abilities, but I don't know what a special ability is. Also, when you try and stun him when he has his flash up, I've never got it to work. I think it just doesn't work. Like when he has that little spark and you're meant to be able to stun him, it just does not stun him. Her. I think it's a her. Shit. I'm taking damage here. Alright, there's another health thing over here. And I was right about what I said. More people worked in the orchestra than on the game. That's a real thing. Yeah, there's no way I'm doing this without special abilities. I think the special abilities is things like your headbutt. And maybe your primal rage, because you do unlock primal rage at one point and it is listed as a skill. Maybe though. Maybe I've got this. The reason I'm attacking with the heavy attack only is because it gives me health. I could be dead here. He does a lot of damage if you're stunned, if he goes into another attack right away. Oh, maybe the shoulder dash is considered a special attack. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is. Fuck. Shit. Is there more flowers? I think that's it. I think it gives you 2 flowers. Uh-oh. The heartbeat's back. I got regeneration though, right? I think I have regeneration, but it's not very strong. I've never really needed it because the regeneration is so slow, and normally I've been doing the lifesteal ability on enemies, so I haven't needed the regen. Oh! I have to spam dash to the left, maybe. Oh, you're kidding me! You're kidding me! I almost did it with no special abilities. No, it was so close. I could literally just run around though. And oh, I stunned him. It's super easy if you use the headbutt, but I'm pretty sure the charged headbutt is a special ability. How was that not a stun? He had his thing showing, right? Like he was showing up as if it was going to be a stun. That should have been a stun as well. Google AI says shoulder tackle is a special move. I don't think it is. I think Google AI is... It is something you unlock though. Maybe it does count. The only thing I'm saying is, like, if you had to do it without special abilities, your only dodge would be this, the monkey roll, and the monkey roll sucks. Like, look, the monkey roll can't even dodge the roar. Maybe it is a special ability. We'll see, we'll see. I don't know if I could do it without, though. You'd probably have to, like, put all your skill points into something special to do it. I'm pretty sure that Primal mode's also special, so I'm not using Primal mode. How would it even know if you've used the ability? Would it just know that you've, like, pressed the button? Like, if you press that button in this zone? Did I use all my flowers? I think I did, right? I mean, there isn't a lot of data for the Google AI to draw on for this game. I couldn't even really find a consistent walkthrough. I found a YouTube video playlist that was like 6 half-hour videos with no commentary. And that's all I could find. Fuck, it's doing the same thing as last time. I'm on like no health again. Yep, it's the same shit as last time. I'm gonna try it. No, I'm not. Oh! Trying to see how big a difference slow versus fast RAM was for the 5700 X3D, and it mistook the 3600 MHz for the Ryzen 5. Oh my god. That makes no sense. Like, I think that Grok is the only AI I've used that's actually made sense a little bit. I'm also gonna try and do this without the dash. Maybe the dash is making me lazy. See, the dash, or the dash gets rid of that stun. You get out of that stun if you don't use the if you do use the dash. Like, if she roars, rolling doesn't do it, doesn't stop it. You're meant to actually go into the roar with the dash to stun him. So I don't know what special abilities would mean. What I would say is, if you go to skills, the skills are the general one, leap, primal rage, ground slam, and heavy attack, not the dash. I'm trying to get an achievement where you don't use special abilities. And Google's AI has told Grummeldunk that the dash ability is a special ability. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. If there's an achievement guide for this game, it would probably tell you, because this is a pretty important achievement. I have already beaten the game, though. The end cutscene was pretty good. It was well animated. It was better animated than the rest of the game. The credits were very surprising. A lot of people worked on this game. I want to say like over 50. No! I used the headbutt. That's a special ability. But he did stun me. He did stun me. He did stun me. Maybe it doesn't count. Oh, do I have to start again? I'm gonna start again. Let's go and check to see if the achievement guide exists on Steam. Is there one here? It would be under the community hub, right? Discussions, broadcasts, guides. Easy enough to get on the final boss. There is a rock back near the entrance to the arena. You could jump on that and just spam rocks to defeat Gaw. Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, hold on. You turn around and you jump on this rock. No. I think we're doing it. I think we're doing it. I think you're hitting the nail on the head, Kimerix. They actually outsourced. It's worthwhile looking at the credits. They outsourced a lot of stuff. Most of their team were environment artists and animators and modelers. They actually outsourced programming as well, though, which is really quite sad. Alright, what you do is you go over here and then you do this. This is how you beat the end boss of the game. I mean, dinosaurs were killed by a meteorite, correct? I don't even mind cheesing it like this. I'm just getting the achievement. There's no way I'm getting the achievement for all the collectibles. I think it would be far too frustrating. 5% of people have that achievement though. So it's not even rare, despite being like incredibly difficult to get because it's so frustrating. Nope, there you go. I'll let you watch the end cutscene, but I'm not gonna watch the credits again. I mean, technically throwing a rock is a tool, correct? Throwing a rock is a tool, and dinosaurs are weak against tools. That's why humanity defeated them. That's a joke. That's a joke, right? Humanity wasn't around when dinosaurs were. I didn't get an achievement. I didn't get the achievement after all that. Oh, there it is.
Won, but his legacy had just begun. There was a new king, and he was unwilling to abandon his place. Among the defeated
What a game. What a game.
Kong had been reborn, the king of beasts.
I kind of want to watch the credits now that you guys are here. Alright, hold your breath on this one. Look at this list of credits. This list is crazy. So Iguana Bee is the main development team. Note though that some people's names appear twice under different headings. Look how many animators they had. 5 animators. 8 environment artists. 3 UI artists, 1 UI designer, and 2 concept art and 2D artists. 6 programmers. Only 6 programmers. 6 game designers and 6 programmers. Do you see what might be wrong with this team? 3 quality assurance people. Oh my god. The credits are more entertaining than half the game. When it gets to the orchestra, there are more people in the orchestra than were at Iguana Games or whatever. And then they outsourced. They actually outsourced programming. And their outsourced programming team was the same size as their in-house programming team. Yeah, a lot of repeat names, especially the CEO. He sticks his name in there like all the time. Yeah, it's possible that being a multi-hat team, like you're saying, where people were working on multiple things is what led to this game being the way it is. Like, you don't know what you're working on week to week or day to day, and you're all just... I want to say you're almost always in crunch, because the game was made in a year. according to Turtle. Turtle said that yesterday, and I believe him. I mean, look, 2 programmers for Time Hunter, right? Another studio that was outsourced. And then Hamster Ball must have done all the voice acting. And then this part here, when it does the orchestra, there are more people in the orchestra. This part, this made me laugh, and it still does. There are more people in the orchestra than on the dev team. If you've got more people in the orchestra than on your dev team, you don't need an orchestra. You don't need one. Go on SoundCloud, get some Kevin MacLeod royalty-free music. Oh my god. Look, like 5 of the art people were in a different studio. And then the 2 technical artists. Were there any technical artists at Iguana Bee, or was it only technical artists at that outsourcing studio? Because the technical art is one of the things that has a kind of issue in this game, right? Like the weirdness on some of the rendering. I don't know. Which achievements do I need to get now? I don't think I'm gonna achievement hunt this game. I'm at 82%, and I don't think I'm gonna do the rest. I have to explore chapter 5, kill a boss without losing health. Complete all Ascension challenges. Oh my god. Become the King of Skull Island. Collect all the collectibles. What does become the King of Skull Island mean? We're not doing it. There's no way. Alright, real talk. Real talk. How much Iron Brews out of 10? I wanted to say one other thing before I say this. When I looked up somebody else's guide or walkthrough thing on YouTube to see how far in the game I was, their Kong looked white. He was like white blue, whereas mine is like a dark blue with brown fur and then the red like sunlight on him. I thought it was an unlockable, and I'm kind of sad that there's not an unlockable albino Kong skin, and that it's just maybe because they were playing it like worse graphics, right? Alright, how many Kongs out of 100? As it stands, I would say this game is like a 2 out of 10. I think it was completable, and I think that gives it a 2. Every bug I encountered, I was able to fix. See, like how this is Mama Kong, and Mama Kong looks super white right now. She looks white-blue, right? I would say, as it stands, it's a 2 out of 10, so a 20 out of 100. If they were to work on this game for like 3 more months, I think this game could have been a 4. I really genuinely feel like it could have been a 4. I feel like somebody just needed to play it, write some notes, and then, you know, it would have taken somebody a day to play this game. Write some notes, pass it on to the correct people, and they could have got some of this shit fixed. I mean, it's not a terrible looking game. It really isn't bad. It's just some of like the stuff is incredibly basic for this time. But in terms of being a functional game, I would give it like a 2 out of 10. There were moments where I lost my ability to dash. I completely lost the ability to use the club. Remember the club you can rip off the ground? I completely lost my ability to use that after chapter 2, and I wasn't able to use it at the end of the game. Things like that. If they were fixed, it bumps up the score, right? It bumps up the score. Let's have a look at what this looks like on low graphics. Oh! What the fuck is going... What is... Oh, look at the bottom of the screen. Okay. It looks about the same apart from that bug on the bottom of the screen. It doesn't look that much different. Right? It doesn't look different. It just looks about the same. Oh yeah, and I found out that dashing is about 20% quicker than running. And jumping like this, jump dashing, is what I would call this. This is the same speed as actually dashing, but it means you don't get bumped on the terrain as much. I don't know. I'm giving it a 2 out of 10. I think the big issue with it is just like basic stuff, like basic finish, basic polish is not there. I think there are some fundamental things that maybe some people who work with Unity, or not Unity, with Unreal Engine games could have definitely fixed for the team. Yeah, that's it. That's about it. Alright, I'm out of here. I said it was going to be a short stream yesterday, and then when I realized I was only about half an hour from the end, I kind of knew that was going to be the case. I'm going to go do some other stuff, I don't know. Thankfully we haven't crashed, right? My PC hasn't crashed, which is good. Yesterday when I took out my graphics card and put it back in, and I talked about how the heatsink on my motherboard, the gap between the heatsink and the graphics card was smaller than original. That gap is back. Now that my graphics card is like in the PC and my PC's sitting upright, even with the anti-sag bracket and being like thoroughly screwed into the PCIe, that gap has came back a bit. Yeah, I have a sag bracket. I do have a sag bracket. Not a sag bracket, but like a telescopic screw thing. It's like magnetic on the bottom, and it, yeah, that gap is back. But it's not a big deal. I don't think that's the reason my graphics card was failing. I feel like my graphics card is thoroughly in the slot. But if you didn't, I don't think you know. When I installed my graphics card, it's so big that you couldn't really access the release catch on the PCIe slot. So I had to actually, well, I pushed down on it with my finger and tried to wiggle the card free, and I actually broke half of it. So I had to snap the other half of the little release arm on the PCIe thing, you know, like the locking part, which shouldn't be a big deal, and I don't think it is, but that might be the reason why it's not as tight as it could be, but I feel like it's in, right? It's just a really heavy card. It's a 5080, it's fucking gigantinormous. But like when you push the card in with the motherboard laying horizontal flat on the ground, the gap between that heatsink on the motherboard and the graphics card is lesser, and then when you've screwed it in, put the sag bracket in when it's still on the ground, obviously, right? Before you tilt it up, that gap reappears. Like it's like a 2mm gap, which is about, I think that's about 2/16 of an inch, maybe a 1/16 of an inch if you measure things like that. I don't know. I haven't crashed though. The crash wasn't really consistent, however. I crashed on March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. One of them I was playing Nikkei and had League of Legends open. The other one I just had League of Legends open, and then the other one I had Arc Raiders open. Then I didn't have any crashes for 30 days because I uninstalled the graphics drivers and reinstalled the ones from January 27th. I had no crashes for 30 days. Then on April Fool's Day, I had a crash doing nothing, right? I think it was a crash doing nothing. There was no games open, and no games had been open that day. And then I had another crash when I was playing this, when my graphics card was like 12% usage. And the errors was always live kernel event 117 or live kernel event 141. And they didn't actually say a game caused the crash in Performance Monitor. It just says, what does it say? It just says, where is it? Let me see. It says Windows hardware error. Can I capture my monitor? I can, right? Yeah, here. This is the crash. It says Windows hardware error, and it says live kernel event 117. And then the one here was live kernel event 141. I don't think I'm doxing myself with this. This error here that was every day, this game input one, like you see it says game input here and it's the same every day. I actually fixed that yesterday. This is me uninstalling game input and reinstalling it, and then if you look today, it says game input, successful application reconfiguration. Like every day now it says successful after doing this install. Successful without a correlating thing. So see how this one says successful at 1752 and then it also has an error, and then this one says successful 1758 then an error, but then now we have two here that don't have errors, And then the same here. We got one that doesn't have an error. The error was that there's a redistributable version of this, and there's also a Windows inbuilt one. And simply blocking the process for the redistributable fixed it. I don't think it's related to the crash, though. The crash was like, I don't know. Crash was bad. Do I have no more history in that menu? I don't have any other history in that menu. I can't go back before the 16th of March. That's only like 3 weeks. Huh. What the fuck? The stability index assesses your system's overall stability on a scale of 1 to 10. Ah, so on those days where the PC was crashing, I was getting a stability score of 4. Oh my god. But then even just having that game input thing was lowering my stability score from 10 down to 5. I don't know. Anyway, that's me rambling for like 10 minutes now about my PC stability. I think I'll save my stability history if it doesn't save it for me. That's kind of annoying. I would like to have had those reports and like looked back on them. You can do a thing on my graphics card software where you can like save you save some type of log and you can send them it if you're having issues with your graphics card. The thing it's saying is Windows hardware error, and it says error 117. If you look it up, it says it's a GPU issue, but it doesn't tell you what. Typically people are saying their GPUs are old, their power supplies are old, and they're getting overheating issues and stuff like that. Mine is definitely not overheating, and the PSU is a 1000-watt power supply that I bought in October, and it's oh god, what is my power supply? Is it Seasonic? Oh no, I forgot what my power supply is. It's a good one, right? It was an expensive fucking power supply. I thought it was going to be so powerful though that I wouldn't need to run the fans, and it does run the fans, which is a bit annoying, but it's okay. Right? Like I thought it would run the fans in like a low power mode because the power supply is so big. Why am I ranting about this? Let's end the stream. Let's put Kong music back on so you don't hear my lips smacking quite so much. And I think we're out here, right? There's no way I'm doing any more collectibles and Ascension events. If I wanted to, I think it would take like 14 hours. I think it would take a long, long fucking time. Like, if I go to the main menu, I'm missing so many collectibles, and backtracking is such a pain in the ass. Oh, the play button covers up the collectibles thing on the left. You see it? I only have 9 more to get, actually. Hold on. Do I do it? Nah, right? The other thing I thought about as well is the skills. It's telling me to do the Ascension events. I would need 5 plus 10, that's 15, so 30 and another 30. I would need 60 skill points. 60 skill points is going to be a minimum of 12 Ascension events. That's a lot. That's a lot. There's no way I'm doing this. Fuck that. No way. Alright, auf Wiedersehen. Good night. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow I'm playing Armored Core 6. Fires of the Rubicon. I tested it. It runs fine. I could actually play it in HDR and still stream it in SDR for you guys. But I didn't like how it looked in HDR. I thought the brights were too bright and the darks were too dark. And it was kind of hurting my eyes. So, I don't know. I mean, I tested it at midnight with the lights out. So maybe that was the problem. But it was kind of burning my retinas. So I'm probably going to stream it in normal non-HDR. And just play it that way. But that's what we're doing tomorrow. Good night. Good night.